pretty much just like my first YouTube video here. So, hi princesses. This is literally to nobody. I decided to just start making things with branding. And so this one is just gonna be about like feeling ugly or like growing up the ugly kid and also feeling very alone. So there's that. The whole thing that I have with being like ugly is kind of strange. Kind of a lot of people would tell me, that, "Oh, like you're not ugly," or like God made you like just the way like He wanted you to be. You're beautiful to Him and stuff like that. But it's just I don't feel that way. And then sometimes I can't help but feel like when pretty girls will be the ones like on social media saying, "Oh, just look in the mirror like you see your face every single day. Like just remember that you see your face every single day. You know what like your face looks like. You're used to your face. But when somebody else sees your face, they think like you're like pretty and stuff. And I have experienced that to where I'll be walking in the hallway and somebody will stop me and be like, "Oh my God, you're so pretty." And I'm someone who looks at myself like in the camera or like in the mirror, and I'm like, I pretty much it gets so bad to where like I avoid mirrors or like my like looking at myself because I would build up an imagination of what I look like in my head or what I would want to look like, and then like once I remember what I actually look like or once I see myself on the camera or in a mirror, it like that leaves for a second and it gives me like a second to look at reality and realize that yeah girl you're not that girl. And so my weight doesn't help either. I'm like 40 pounds over the weight I'm supposed to be for my height. I'm 5'1". So it's just that gets in my head as well. And it's crazy when like I look back at myself when I was like in pre-K in elementary school, and I thought I was the baddest bitch ever. Like I thought I was like the prettiest girl, but that's because like people treated me like I was. People treated me like I was the prettiest girl. Like the people at my school would like all the guys had a crush on me. It was like that. And I look at myself when I was a kid, and I'm like, girl, you were, but you were, but I'm thinking, I'm like, well, these are a bunch of kids. And in the moment I reached fifth grade, that's when I experienced like intense bullying. Like not even that like bullying like with that one guy that I remember who was like it was like an enemies to lovers type vibe. It was like I hated him, but it was also kind of like a little bit kind of, and that's what it kind of felt like our vibe was, even though he was a asshole. So when I got to my new school, don't know, I had been at that school for like years, for at least like 9 years. I was at that school, and we left. It was crazy. Like it was so bad to where like my crushes were horrible people. The teachers were horrible to me. Like it got so bad to where like teachers would be like, imagine a teacher going out of their way to comment about like your physical appearance, make your life a living hell, make you cry in class, make you feel ashamed for crying in class, and then now it gets so bad to where now you're acting out in school and you just like don't. It was bad for me. And so a lot of my insecurities also come from like comparing myself to other people. And it's just like I'm not like coming on here for like pity or like advice. It's just I don't know. There's there's that whole thing. So basically I'm just an insecure sad hole who like depicts everything at myself. Like I could be like, oh, well, your nose is crooked, like your nose like leans to the side, or like your face is lopsided, you have an uneven head. It's just like it's shit like that, and it's stuff that I can't ever unsee. Because of the insecurities with my smile and my side profile and my weight, it's like it's a lot. It's a lot. I don't like the way I look. And then the whole not having friends thing, like I remember it was. at least 3.5 years I was at a school in Louisiana, and these kids I had classes with them, and they would be the same kids who would come up to me and be like, "Hey, are you new here?" And I would be like, "No, I've been here for like 2 years. I've had you in my class before." You know, experiences like that, and like it was even. I know people were like, "Oh, I have no friends," and they have like one or two or a few. They just aren't close or whatever. I had nobody. Nobody was talking to me. I was a girl who really liked Marvel and Spider-Man comics and stuff like that. And literally my only friend was my English teacher, which God bless her because she like when the class was like trying to make fun of me, like the class was like actively being like, "Oh, let alone we're like sixth graders, so like," and they're like, superheroes are lame. They're kind of like for kids and shit like that. And the teacher was just like, I love Spider-Man. I like heroes. And then like eventually like she bought me my very first Spider-Man and Marvel comics. Like she bought me some. And like I absolutely love her for that. That like holds in my heart. I still follow her on my Instagram. Like absolutely love that lady. She is my favorite teacher. She's like a teacher mom for me, and she was there for me through so much. Like she was my friend, and I had been through a lot at that school. My mom says that's how I started talking to myself. Pretty much like how I'm talking to this camera right now is how I would talk to myself in my bedroom, which I found out is very normal. Like a lot of people sit here and talk to a fake imaginary person or like just like no one. So I'm like low key like, so is it normal for everyone to low key be schizophrenic? I don't know. But um yeah, being different and stuff, it really it causes people to not like you. And so I didn't have anybody to talk to. It would get bad to where teachers would talk to the counselors, and the counselors would pull me aside and ask me like, "Oh, like where are your friends? Like why aren't you sitting with them and why are you always alone?" And I would have to explain to them I don't have any friends. Nobody wants to talk to me. And I don't know, they found it like hard to believe. I guess they were like low key trying to see if I was like one of those people who were like those people that end up in those documentaries, and then the family's like, we didn't see the signs, the signs in question, like one of those situations. I'm not one of those people, but um, it just I don't know. I guess it's like they saw me as that, I guess, and they like found it hard to believe that nobody wanted to be around me or like that I just didn't have friends. But it was true. I just nobody wanted to be around me. It was just that I would sit alone and I would come up with a friend in my head and I would like whisper to them while sitting to myself and like not like too much because I didn't want like somebody to see and have more reasons to pick on me. Like there will be like kids who will randomly point and laugh at me at school and stuff like that. Like they were like weird, and it was just like this. There was so much went down. I'm not even gonna talk about it, but it's stuff like that. And sometimes I feel like oh, it's not. I don't have a problem making friends. It's just the problem making close friends, because who wants to just have a person to yap to? Because when you don't see that person anymore, it's like you're alone again. It's like, you miss having like people to talk to. I don't know. This video is like, it's been 9 minutes and I don't even know what I'm talking about. I just feel like this is just what this channel is going to be me yapping and talking about how sad I am. This one wasn't as bad. I feel like the next one, it's probably going to be bad. The next one, I'm probably going to talk about more of my insecurities, but also the time where me and my mom went to go see Sinners this month, and there was a couple doing a hanky panky at the back. So I'm probably gonna talk about that one next to nobody. This is kind of just my digital diary for myself to look back to. So yeah, that was my little talk about feeling ugly and wishing I had close friends. But yeah, I think I'll start going into, I don't know. more of my mental health and stuff because it's not good. It's not good. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, but you look like such a happy person." Yeah, so did a lot of the other people who, like famous actors, who ended up dying of abuse, like substances or stuff like that. Or offing themselves in GTA. So it's just like stuff like that. I'm like, oh, the happiest people can also be the saddest ones. But yeah, that's it. I'll probably make another one tomorrow because why not? All right, bye world.